Today we are discussing about the diversity in the living things. How wonderful is the living world? The wide range of living types is amazing. The extraordinary habitats in which we find living organisms, be it cold mountains, deciduous forests, oceans, freshwater lakes, deserts, or hot springs, leave us speechless. The beauty of galloping horses or the migrating birds, the value of flowers or the attacking shark evokes awe and a deep sense of wonder. The ecological conflict and cooperation among members of population and among population of a community or even the molecular traffic inside a cell make us deeply reflect on what indeed is life. This question has to implicate question within it. The first is a technical one and 6 answer to what living and 6 answer to what the purpose of life is. As scientists, we shall not attempt answering the second questions. We will try to reflect on what is living. Then the living things, the diversity in the living things. If you look around, you will see a large variety of living organisms, be it potted plants, insects, birds, your pets or other animals and plants all around us. There are also several organisms that you cannot see with your naked eye, but they are all around of you. If you were to increase the area that you may increase, obviously, if you were to visit a dense forest, you would probably see a much greater number and kinds of living organisms in it. Different kind of plant, animal or organisms that you see represent a species. The number of species that are known and described range between 1.7 to 1.8 million. This refers to biodiversity. This refers to biodiversity or the number and types of organisms present on Earth. We should remember here that as we explore new areas and even old ones, new organisms are continuously being identified. As stated earlier, there are millions of plants and animals in the world. We know the plants and animals in our own area by their local names. These local names would vary from place to place, even within a country. Probably you would recognize the confusion that would be created if we did not find ways and means to talk to each other to refer to organisms we are talking about. Hence, there is a need to standardize the naming of living organism such that a particular organism is known to be the same name all over the world. This process is called nomenclature. This process is called nomenclature. Obviously, nomenclature or naming is only possible when the organism is described correctly and we know to that organism the name is attached to. This is identification. This is called identification. In order to facilitate the study, number of scientists have established procedure to assign a scientific name to each known organism. This is acceptable to biologists all over the world. For plants, scientific names are based on agreed principles and criteria which are provided in the International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, ICBN. International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. You may ask, how are animals named? Animal taxonomists have evolved International Code of Zoological Nomenclature as like ICZN. ICZN means International Codes for Zoological Nomenclature. The scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. Description of any organism should enable the people. They also ensure that such a name has not been used or any other known organisms. Okay.